Hey, Joe, just overall thoughts tonight?
I thought the game, I thought we played a pretty good hockey game. I thought it got a little sloppy as could be expected. I think guys had to find their legs on both teams and get settled in a little bit. Our turnovers I thought were high to start. But I thought we got, obviously a really big game out of certainly the Bliss line was extremely good in the hockey game, and I thought we had others on a real good supporting cast. We were able to get everybody involved in the game, and I think everybody got some pretty good minutes.
Speaking of lines contributing, Gainey's line did a lot of good things tonight. A lot of pressure. May have not gotten the results they wanted, but they were able to get a bunch of high-scoring chances. What do you see that's working for them so far?
Well, they're working hard, and they've had to work extremely hard to solidify, ice time in a spot in the lineup and solidify that. So the detail in their game is very good, and it's had to be for them. Where some others might have, in some ways been gifted ice time early in their career and things like that because of where we're at with depth. We don't have that issue anymore. So the depth has to earn their way in the lineup and contribute and then work their way up to being the guys. And that's how you build a program. That's like when Bliss's unit, Bliss and Hallinan and go right down Goats and right down line Sawyer, when they came in, it was kind of their team right from the start. And that was hard in the locker room too because there are a lot of guys that wanted it to be their team. But everybody knew, and we knew that this was the group that was going to have to do it for us. So now they're evolved. We were good last year. We're good this year, and those other guys are detail oriented. To really answer your question, they've had to be, and they are, and so it works for them, and they're helping us.
Yeah, you guys got a couple power play goals tonight too. Just talk about, I guess, just generally the approach on the power play.
Score. Let the guys make plays and score. We don't overthink it. Just make plays. If you have good players, they make plays. They find openings, and get open, and shoot it and score.
The game started off relatively smoothly, and then it kind of devolved into a more physical matchup. How does that change your coaching style to try to keep players conserved for games to come up in the future here? As we head down the stretch?
Yeah, it doesn't. We have to play a certain way. The biggest way we can control that, and what was on our mind was, and we're fortunate that our guys played a good hockey game that we could get all of our guys involved. And I'm sure that there was a point where Northern Michigan did the same thing, and they got when who was it, Gantos that got thrown out, or they didn't have Crone in the lineup tonight. He's a 34-point guy. Those things make a difference, and also it was a very low power plays tonight. So, and they have a dynamic power play. So the way we manage that is keep everybody involved, try to keep the lines rolling. And tonight the guys allowed us to do that with scoring some goals and building a lead.
You're able to slot Crespi in several different lines tonight. How is that helpful? He served on the fourth, the third, and I believe the second line all throughout the game. How does having
Who's the fourth, third, and second? I don't even...
Ashbrook, Soretsky, and Nardelli. He swapped with all three of those guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't... They're good line. Like all of our lines are pretty equal. You have to give certainly the nod to Bliss's line. They're dominant. But it helps because he adds an element. He's got speed, and he's got every tool. There's no one with a better skill set than he has. He's got good hands. He's got a good shot. He's got a good body. He's got everything, and what he's got to do is really, do what he's just got to learn the game and pay attention to detail. So having him out there, if I think somebody else is tired or someone else, took a compete off shift, I could send a little message and say, okay, instead of someone talking to somebody when they come off the ice, I can just say, I'll take care of it, I got it. And then we pop whoever in. It could be Nards on the line, or we're now where we were using extra D before. Mm-hmm. We're now playing. We're going with the extra 4 because, as you see, our D are logging some good minutes, and our pairings are pretty good.
We've seen Grayson Reitmeyer before, always have good success against Northern. We're seeing against Tommy. What do you see from Tommy's game when he plays?
Tarantino? Yeah, I guess that's a good analogy. I mean, he'd probably just say that it just kind of works for him, and I don't know what it is. Maybe they recruited him. I don't, I don't know. But he's a special player. We have a lot of those special players. Thanks, fellas.